That's
I mean, I remember having a meeting at one of the finance companies in New York. I forget which one, but like some like Chase or JP Morgan and the physician in charge said, "Yeah, we'll pay, any kind of medical specialist, you know, but we won't pay like a education person,
hmm
to work with a child." And they're like, "Cuz we think we have the cream of the crop, reimbursement." But it's like at some point, somebody needs to sit down with the kid and work with them, you know. So you could have, 20 medical specialists, but nobody's going to help toilet train that child
yeah,
or, help him learn to say, cup, you know.
yeah.
So I think that's part of our crazy system in terms of medicine. And it's just, I mean, they've worked it out. Like, I mean, just as a person getting older, I've had many more medical procedures in the last few years than ever before. And you realize that there are technicians. If you go to have some kind of cardiology exam, somebody prepares you, there's a nurse, there's all these different levels before you actually see the physician. But they're preparing you for whatever the physician is going to do. Whereas I think in autism, we just need people who are going to work, work with people. And it doesn't require a PhD or a PsyD or an MD, but it does require thought and kindness and planning and experience. So I don't know.
That idea of those people on the front lines, if you will, those so-called lower level
Mhm.
people, they're the ones that's going to have the most impact, I think, and the
Yep.
best for
Yep.
the best outcome.
Yep.
And that's, I guess, one of my concerns is with that diverse knowledge and information or whatever about this idea of this wide spectrum, does that interfere with some of the research and financial backing and people that make decisions? Does that interfere with their recognition? So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I do think that even like the levels, I mean, the levels in DSM-5 are there because we were told as a committee we have to have levels. And the whole committee was worried about them. So they're really written almost circularly because we were really worried that there would be people that wouldn't get services because they were the wrong level, or that insurance companies wouldn't continue to do services if people weren't moving up levels. And so they don't make any sense. I mean,
Yeah,
and we knew that. I mean, but it's how do I mean, you need to have ways of measuring if somebody's making progress starting where they are. But that is more work than it doesn't fit with our medical system on the whole.